Hey, everybody, come on in the room. I promised myself I would get on this live every day for the next, I think we have, let me see, the 28th is 7, today is the 25th. So I think we have like 9 more days until the Balance Conference Align Intensive. That's a lot. Align Intensive, the Balance Conference, whichever way you want to say it. I'm excited about it. I said that I was going to get on live on my Facebook and my YouTube because for some reason StreamYard won't let you do Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, or we just are having difficulty with it. So I did a live earlier today on Instagram. You guys can go check it out. I'm excited about the Balance Conference Align Intensive and all that's going to happen at the conference. But I'm gonna need you to do me a favor. Whether you're watching a replay or you get on here live, I want you guys to tag someone and tell them to come in here. You need to hear this. Come in here. You need to hear this because I think it's important to understand the importance of alignment and why we should get in line and give you a little bit more information about this conference, this intensive that's taking place April 4th virtually so that every woman from every state, from every country, come on, because I'm believing that deep, would be able to join in and get answers to the call that they hear sounding and resounding in their souls, call that they hear that the Spirit of God is moving them into. I know you guys are hearing it. That's why God is raising up in this hour the Esthers. Hey, babe. He's raising up in this hour, hi Kaya, the Esthers to begin to respond. And so he's putting out the Claritin call, but he's also raising up people that can help position you in a place where you can get aligned and prepared. That's the word. Preparation for where you need to go. Preparation for the thing that is in you that needs to come out. And even, this level of frustration that's happening in this season. We feel it because things are constantly changing. And it's a call for those who are supposed to get into position to get into position. Okay. And sometimes frustration brings that about. I told my husband today I was highly frustrated. That's how I know I was supposed to get on this line, on this live. So I can pour it out. I could do what God told me to do. I could stay obedient. Can y'all help me stay obedient? Because we in this thing together. We're in this thing together. We want to make sure that every Esther, every person that is called to do something great on the earth today, who may not have the instructions, who may not know how to get it done, get in position. Okay? Get in position. I don't care how small you think your moves are. I don't care how large you think it should be. I just need you to follow the instructions of the Lord. And let me say this. Alignment is the answer. And we all need to get in alignment. I shared on Instagram a little bit earlier an analogy of what's happening in my life because God always uses that kind of stuff with me. And I said, let me get on here on people's lunch break because I know people tune in on their lunch break. And so I shared an analogy a little bit earlier at 12 o'clock on Instagram of my car. I have a car that's been sitting in front of my house for almost 3 years, I think 2.5 years, that we purchased off of my son. And the car was working fine. The only issue the car had was it had an alignment issue. And if you know anything about cars, if you have a wheel alignment issue, you have a driving issue. And if you have a driving issue, how are you going to get to where you need to be, right? And so what happens is the wheel alignment gets so tight. Now I don't know the technical words or how that work, but I guess there's some fluid or something that needs to be fixed and then realigned, okay? So that the car can drive smoother, because with the wheel alignment out of whack, when you turn that steering wheel to drive it, it's the most difficult thing to do. The car, you turning your wheel one way and the car is not moving. It's either moving too quick or it's moving too slow, or it's not moving at the angle, which can cause an accident, right? And so, and then we would get the lock of the wheel every now and then. So the car was working fine, except that issue, that alignment issue. And a lot of us are feeling that alignment issue. We can't drive. We can't move. We feel the need to be used, to go places, to do things, to take care of stuff, but we need to get in alignment. Part of getting in alignment is getting around the right places, getting in the right places, getting around the right people, and fixing the things that need to be adjusted. Can y'all say adjusted with me? And a lot of us need to be adjusted, almost like a chiropractor. If your spine is out of whack, you need to be adjusted into position, okay? And a lot of us are feeling that. We're feeling that. So with my car that's sitting in my driveway and no one's using it, it's just sitting there. It's not going nowhere. It has the ability to be used. I'm pretty sure a few of you would probably could use the car, but it's going to cost us something to pay to get the alignment back into place. And a lot of us don't want to do that. We rather just let it sit. But it's enough time. It's time away from sitting. Like, you hear that Claritin call that you need to do what you're supposed to do. You need to write that book. I said this before because I'm in book writing season. I'm on my 4th book. I have 7 more in my head, in my heart. I think I have some downloaded on my laptop. It's time. And there's nothing holding you back but you. You need to get around the right people, get around the right voices that would direct you into the path that you need to go. And so when I decide, because we still have it, to get our car fixed and get that alignment fixed, yeah, there's other things that needs to be worked on, the battery, the different things like that. And a few you feel like that. I don't have the energy to do it. On top of that, I don't want to deal with it. I just don't want to deal with it. And this is the time where you begin to decide. Stop being frustrated and start getting focused. Stop making excuses, okay? And get into a place where you can be pushed and held accountable, okay? And get the right information you need in order to get into the right alignment. Listen, alignment is not passive. You can't be passive and align yourself. You're going to have to be purposeful. You're going to have to really push. You're going to have to go above and beyond. I want you to think of alignment, like I said, like a chiropractor. In order to fix you, I got to get you in a position where I start moving things around. Okay. And I want to see you guys on April 4th in this conference, because God is purposely setting people up. He's setting you up so that you can get the right information, so that you can hear that you're not the only one, so that you can have the right tools, so that you can meet the right people, so that you would no longer have any more excuses, so that you can't align in the place that you need to align into. Let me give you this. I gave this on Instagram. I want to give it to you. There are 3 powerful things you can do right now to begin to position yourself. The first thing you got to do is recognize your discomfort. Boy, oh boy, am I there. I'm recognizing my discomfort. And instead of ignoring it, and I was talking to my spiritual daughter a little bit earlier, instead of ignoring it and procrastinating and trying to put it to a side, acknowledge it. Begin to talk to God about it. And then begin to pay attention to what you need to do to shift it. Okay? The next thing you need to do is release what no longer belongs. Come on. This is a hard one. Good afternoon. Release what no longer belongs. I find myself in a position where I'm a person, I don't like to let go of a lot of things. I don't, especially people. I love people. I don't want to unfriend you. I don't want to leave you behind. I want you to come with me. I often told my sister in Christ, I said, listen, I don't have the gift of goodbye. I never really learned that. I don't like saying goodbye. Are y'all like that? I don't like saying, some people is like, bye, but that's not me. And a few of you are out there that are like that. But I'm learning when God wants to give you something new, sometimes he has to take away something that no longer serves his purpose in your life. He's trying to help you make room. And it's not to be offended. It's not to feel like you're doing something wrong. We talked about this before. It's not to have guilt over it. It's time to mature. It's time to recognize I got to release maybe sometimes a good thing so that God can give me a greater thing. Okay. And I don't believe in throwing away people, right? I'll let you take yourself out to the trash. How about that? But I do believe that sometimes you have to let go of people, places, and things so that you can increase your tenacity to do the new things, okay, that you've never done before. And then you have to again reposition yourself intentionally. You're going to have to put yourself in new spaces and new places. Hey, Candy Coated, I love you. You're going to have to put yourself in new places and new spaces purposely. You're going to have to prioritize your time. You're going to have to move deliberately. And many people, can I share with you, will not understand this. They're going to say you act in some kind of funny, you act in some kind of way. Come on. And it's not that, it's that you got things to do. You have to begin to align yourself, and unapologetically align yourself. That's why you frustrated, because you don't want to do it. You want to make apologies for it, but in this season you can't even do that. You're going to have to just move deliberately. You're going to have to really begin to align yourself. You're going to have to put yourself in uncomfortable positions. And you're going to have to say, yes, this is uncomfortable, but I'm ready. I'm ready to move into a space and a place, moving away from comfortability and convenience into just cultivating myself to be the person that I know I've been called to be. And this is why I want to see you at Align. I want to see you at the Align Intensive, because I know it's been difficult, but I also know you hear the call. I also know that there's more inside of you. I also know that you're frustrated and you feel alone and you feel like I don't have the answers. I know you're telling me to do greater things, but what does that look like? Come on, get in the room. Get in the room with other women that are being made ready for what they hear but can't even interpret what that really looks like. I'm gonna need y'all to register today, and it's easy. Put it back up. I want you to go on thebalanceconference.com, register today. Don't wait, don't delay, don't let it sit. Like I told you with my car, it's just sitting there. It's just sitting there. Your gifts, your talents, everything that was put in you. Okay? What the promises that God has for you before you were put in your mother's womb. You don't know what to do with it. Well, God sent an answer today. He said, get in alignment. Go to Align Intensive and let what is spoken to you, what is spoken over you, speak deeper in your life so that you can get the instructions you need to move into where you're supposed to be. You are a woman of power. You are a man of integrity. You are a woman that needs to move into the position. You hear the Esther's call. You hear that you are a queen. You're not supposed to be in poverty. You're not supposed to be in depression. You're not supposed to be in sickness, disease. You're the head and not the tail, above only, never beneath, the lender, not the borrower. Come on, some of you financiers on here. But in order to get into that position, you got to connect to the right people. You're going to have to allow God to open up doors. You're going to have to take bold steps. Y'all hear me? Because I hear it. Some of you are on the edge of breakthrough. You feel it. It's calling you, and it's waiting for you to say yes. I'm waiting for you to enter into that room. I have several speakers that are going to be in there purposely picked just for you, because you need to hear what they have to say. They want to get you in alignment so that you can Hear the Clariton call. The Esthers are coming. They're coming, and we coming strong. Okay, and we ready to take over um, businesses. We're ready to take over careers. We're ready to take over relationships. Come on, we're ready to step in there and be the best we can be, but we need to align ourselves. So if that's you, register today. I love you guys. Listen, tell me something. Do you really want to wait another year to get into position? Some of us ain't got that time. I'm going to need you to make up your mind. I hear God saying that. Make up your mind. Come on. That book is waiting to be written. That business is waiting to open up. That ministry is waiting for you to excel in it. You made too many excuses far too long. Not another year. Okay? I want to get on here and I want to walk you through it. I want to be with you. Register today. Thank you, Kaya. Register today. Aligned. A woman made ready. Where you're going to be made ready for exactly what you need to be made ready for. Okay? I love you guys. I'm going to get on. I'm recovering from a terrible cold. I know I'm trying not to sniffle and cough and sneeze. Hey, Luce, I love you. Blessings. I don't want to do that in your ear. Okay. But pray for me as I pray for you guys. I can't wait to see you April 4th. I'm going to be on here tomorrow. I want you to tell a sister friend. I want you to tell someone to get on and they need to hear this. God's been downloading so much information in me and so many words that I want to give you. It's time even for me to be aligned into what God said. And there's so many people that I know I'm connected to that I need to begin to usher into where God said they need to be. And that's you too. Okay. Love you guys. We'll talk later. Share this with somebody. Okay. And register today for Aligned, a woman made ready. Talk to you later.